Hey there, and welcome back to Into the Grid. We have been looking at the demo. In the first episode, I did the in-game tutorial. Very well made, explains the game perfectly. But I felt that a second episode would be warranted because normally I don't do more episodes than one about a demo because, well, it's just a demo, right? But in this case, I felt the second episode was warranted because it really showcases the game a little bit more, the different type of bosses and the strategies you can use. So I'm going to do the beginner run. So the core has been revealed right off the bat, so that is the final boss here. It's a smaller map compared to the expert run. I might do an expert run too, it depends on your guys' feedback. If you guys, enjoy the video, drop me a comment or something, or if you say it's not necessary, drop me a comment. Either way, you could consider this episode also kind of like an extended tutorial, because I will show you my thought process and how I approach things strategy-wise, and also exploring-wise, really, because I think that's the key in the game. Okay, so we have a library. I never do exploit, because I will get more from future libraries, but if my math is not wrong, it takes at least 10 of these then to make up for the 40 that we're missing here. And you build up trace levels for exploiting, and I try to avoid that. Besides, you get most shards from the bosses, from the sentinels themselves, I think. Okay, we do have to do combat before one of the doors opens, so let's get going. Let's see, 9 damage, so that is 30 damage. We have 40 in barrier total. Always use a 0 card, even though it doesn't do much. This generates 1 Vim. It's not much, but in the long run it helps. And let's do some damage. My approach is very simple. I try to avoid taking damage at any cost, even if it means doing less damage myself. I hate repairing, because it usually increases your trace level, it costs resources, things like that, so... And there's no rush. Doesn't matter if this is... Some of these battles on expert level, I'm not gonna lie. I've done battles that last like 10 minutes. It's crazy because it depends on your card setup and how things go and how things roll, but... he's only doing barriers, so right now we can get some damage in. He has 44 left, he gets a barrier. He's gonna do 30 damage again, we can cover that. So 1 red card right now is enough. Oh, I forgot about that little barrier that he has. He always gets an 8 barrier here at the end. Alright. 1 door opens. I would advise always explore before you do anything. This sentinel penalizes us for using the doors. So this is all, well, let's call it free game. Every gate you open in this cluster after the first one, plus 1 tricks. Okay. We can get a card here. This is a driver. This can get an icebreaker. Let me show you real quick. So the icebreaker will actually render sentinels or the sentinels, or the watchers, I should say, helpless. Kill. I'm gonna check a card here. We'll do the simple one. Okay, so this will give us 30 barrier and generate 1 Vim every time you play a card in that turn. That's not really... I don't care much for that. This is more interesting, because the moment we have 6 grit, this card turns free, because we would actually gain that 1 clock back. This looks tempting. Nice damage, 2 Vim points, but the problem is, if you don't hit, it doesn't inflict that debilitator, which is the strength of this card. Debilitator basically means that the outgoing damage is reduced by 30%. But if, for example, if the boss dies, as it officially is called, has, let's say, a barrier of 40, then your card will not hit, because you don't have enough damage to break through the barrier, and that effect will not be applied. So I'm going to take this one. Hopefully we'll get some grit, because that's usually the strategy I go for. And open the door again. Always explore. Check out the watchers. This is a combat watcher. There's only 1 combat to be done here. Well, let's go this direction first. Stun the ice, we need 48, we need another red card, so we don't have that now. He's going to do 32 damage. $28 damage. We'll just keep covering, even if we cover way too much. There's no rush. Doesn't matter if you do 10 or 20 turns. 60 barrier. Always use these yellow cards. They usually are free. They give you Vim or extra turns or damage, whatever. Okay. So his little peripheral is gone. He's going to do 32 damage. We have this card for 40. Goes pretty fast now. 28 damage. So now I can use this one. I will draw one card and I gain 2 clock. I don't care what card it is, because I can use that damage then. You can change these commands. I will show you that in a moment. 32 damage. Well, let's see. 1 red card will be enough. Okay, that's 2. We need 3 to get the boosted parity driver. Boosted rarity, and also opposite parity. So you can change the commands. This is the standard default setup. So depending on your strategy, you might want to go for more grid, more feral. Spend Vim on that if you want, instead of getting a card. I sometimes change this from 3 cards and then choose 1 to discard. I change that to 2 cards from your recycler. Now the recycler is your stack of cards that you has been played. So as soon as all the cards have been played, they will all be reshuffled back into what is called a repo. You have that option available as well. You can choose 1 card from your repo. Both of these are pretty cool, actually. And I'll leave this the way it is. There's several options. I haven't really played much with that. I've sometimes changed it to the grid one, depending on my grid strategy. If you have grid cards, it can be really handy. And then one of these options can be fun. But right now, I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Alright, let's get another card. And my setup is usually very defensive, to be honest. I play kind of like a turtle. These are pretty fun guys. It doesn't cost any turn. They will just give you 3 temporary Vim and 1 card. Console rebooter, generate 12 temporary Vim. Nah, I'll just take this one. Let's do battle here. I think it will actually open these 2 doors here. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, he gains 24 barrier. That means that you can just put down some damage. Very nice. That's 24 damage. So the fun guys. We get a card. Even though we were not able to break through his barrier, still use the cards because they will build up Vim. This is a lot of damage. What is that, 56? Let's get an extra card just in case. He has only 44 health left, so you should be able to kill him right now. Yep, it opened up those doors, but we get penalized for those doors. And that is very painful, because this will penalize us 2 times. So I'm actually going to obtain an icebreaker. It will up my trace by 1 point. And I can then render this guy useless. Because if I open these 2 doors, it would cost me 2 trace. Normally. This is an upgrader. Very nice. Let me see what we have in the deck. Do we get something strong here that I really want to upgrade? Not yet. You can grab a card here. This is another door. Kind of painful. Let's do this one. Okay, he's going to do 30 damage. I should always use the yellow ones first to be more accurate. Only 28 barrier, okay. I will just build up Vim so that if needed we can use these options here, these commands. 30 damage, he has 50, 60 in damage, so that would actually be sufficient then, put this way. Okay, again I should have used the yellow one, but I kind of knew it was over. So instead of the normal upgrade, I usually go here. You obtain a card, and then you can also upgrade a card. Hopefully we'll get a good card that is kind of worth upgrading. Ah, perfect. Street Resolve, 50 barrier and 4 grid. That's really a nice card. Actually, both the other ones were good too. Also the Mem Saber, I should have shown that a little bit more. So we can upgrade this. Look at the 70 barrier and 6 grid. The problem is, my deck has several weak cards. These Code Slashes are very, very weak. And also the Cyber Shells, you're probably thinking, well, 20 barrier is nice. Yeah, right now it is. But the moment you get level 3 of level 4 bosses, that 20 barrier it's not going to do much. So what I often do is I kind of upgrade these. So that we'll go from 20 to 40 and from 1 yellow dot to 2 yellow dots. And that can be very, very nice. We have 1 hash key. I can do this one, start combat, because we do want to get a driver here. Alright, 24 barrier. First the yellow. His routine is usually the same. He does 1 single damage now. The next attack will be 4 damages the next turn. Yeah, this is very nice. It's 4 grid. So for every point of grid, you have increased barrier by 5%. If you can build this up during a fight, at some point you simply become completely invincible. It's kind of the strategy I go for. But you can combine that because it sounds very defensive, but there are certain drivers and cards that use grid for damage. Yeah, then things become very interesting. So he's gonna do, what is it, 56? Thank God we have the upgraded one, see, because otherwise we would have 46, 2 times 23. This number reflects the change because of the grid. So we can use this. He has no barrier, so I can use my card here. Oh, he's almost dead. Okay. Only have 20 damage. Now, yeah, if there's a driver that will do damage for grid, hopefully we'll get that one. He only is going to do barrier. I will build up my grid in the meantime. Thing is, grid will decay 1 point per turn, unless you, for example, keep generating grid. And we should be able to kill him now. Okay. Alright. So I can get a card. Let's open the door actually first. Oh, we are penalized here. Yeah, then we're almost already at level 1. I've not really done much. This is a driver here. This is a combat. Yeah, let's just do that one. Because I don't want to use an icebreaker on a watcher that only penalizes me 1 time in a whole cluster here. 24 damage. Okay. He's going to deal 20 damage. Let's use the fun guys first. What's that? $36 damage. Nice that card came back. $24 damage. See, I'm not using it right now because I don't have any damage cards either way. I might get one because I draw 1 card. Alrighty, 36 left. I need some more damage cards. That's kind of the thing, of course. He's gonna do 20 damage. Oh, we don't have 6 grid, otherwise this card would have been free. But it really doesn't matter. Yeah, that should be enough then. Oh, another card. Oh, it was not enough. Ooh. So now we'll actually do this so I can get some barrier up. How did I miscalculate that? Ah. Okay. Kinda strange, I thought I had enough. Well, should have enough now. Alright, so that will increase our trace level to 10. Gotta close some doors on us. Very annoying, very annoying. Open this one. The combat watcher, there's only 1 combat here. Be a bigger room. Not a door watcher with an upgrade option though. That is really nice. Let's get a driver first with boosted rarity. At the start of your turn, if you have at least 12 feral, gain one free action. I normally don't build for feral. I build for grit. So these are attack drivers related to attacking. This is defensive. Ah, there we go. The Vanguard driver is, for me, the best driver in the game. At the end of your turn, deal 3 damage per point of grit you have to all targets. So while you're building up your defenses with grit, you start doing this, well, let's call it passive damage that builds up tremendously. The higher your grit, and yeah, at some point, it's basically enough to finish the whole level with the right cards. Okay, we're going to choose that one. Very nice. We have a grit card and already that driver. Can't complain. So he's going to penalize us for this. We do want to upgrade. Yeah, let's do this. This is one of the toughest bosses in the game, especially when it reaches level 3. Because his antlers, they have these effects, these actions that they do. Right now is going to inflict 1 suppress. That means that attack cards cost 1 extra clock. Not this turn, but next turn when this has been completed. So you have to keep that in mind. The thing is, right now he's level 1, so we can still kill the antlers fairly easily. And it will lower the cost of the card, in this case a rightmost card, to 0. And if this one would die, leftmost card. This one doesn't do anything, so he's no threat. So what I'm going to do is this. This costs 0 then. He also has this passive damage. He deals damage for every card in your hand. It says their hand, I don't know what that means. It's this he's looking at, so I should phrase that, I think, a little bit differently. And it's very difficult to keep track of this. He will only do damage if one of his antlers is up. The moment all the antlers is gone, this passive is completely drops off. So let's cover ourselves. By the way, the driver is always active, so the moment we get grit, then the driver will start doing damage. Okay, because right now his effect is different. So now the next turn the defense cards would cost 1 extra clock, so we want to avoid that at all cost. So let's see, we have the damage. But yes, when he's level 3, it can be a very, very tough battle. Alright, where's the yellow ones? He's actually passing. But I'm not sure if I should let that slide. Probably not. 32 damage. We'll just use this. Alright. So now we can start doing some damage on the boss. Let's use the grid, barrier. So you'll see 4 points of grid, for example, is 12 damage. So that will come off. There we go. So you start doing this passive damage, so I can literally play defensive with grid cards the whole time. And it's going to be peachy fine. Because that damage goes up, of course. As my grid rises. We do want to keep messing with that one. Great thing is, he has 12 health, but my grid is going to do 18 damage. And you also have enough grid now, so this one is free. Very nice. I will just keep doing damage here, so you don't even have to directly attack him at all. Yeah, this one costs extra now. Okay, let's get some defense up. Now keep in mind, grid decays, so we kind of have to make sure that we keep generating it. Always use the fun guys. Fun guys is tricky against this guy because he penalizes for every card you have in your hand. But at this stage, it shouldn't be too difficult. It shouldn't be too much of a problem. Because even if I keep the fun guy card on me, it basically is the same. It's still a card, you know. So I might as well use it because it goes away and it replaces itself with another card. The leftmost card in this hand will turn to 0. That's actually this one. So let's do damage here. This one will become free. This one, because of my grid, is also free then. The fewer cards you have, the better it is against this guy. Let's see. This is free. Let's build up grid. I can't. There's no point for doing damage right now. He has a barrier. So now we're already doing 30 damage here. There's the fun guys again. Okay. But he has a barrier all the time, so yeah. Let's take down some of the barriers so the grid will do damage. Look at that demand already. And that builds up, it's just wonderful. Yes, 29 health, no barrier. Let's use the fun guys first. And we should be able to finish it now. Okay, we're going to do the same option. Obtain a card and upgrade a card. Deal 20 damage, increases by 10 every time you use it. This is very, very nice in the beginning stages of the game, but later on, it's kind of like, kind of useless. Every time you play a card, if you're on max Vim, deal 8 damage to all targets. This is very nice. It's another way of kind of doing passive damage, I would say. This is, I don't think this one. You can see the power exposed, debilitated, and cached. You can see on the left over here. You can see what all those options are. But yeah, I don't think that one. These are protocol cards. Very nice to have. There's one with grid actually, but not sure we're gonna get that lucky. I'm gonna keep upgrading these. To me, 40 barrier makes a huge difference compared to 20. Alright, so this penalizes us for the doors. Do we want to take a note? Well, let me take this one first. Let's get some shards. There's a market here. Well, it's technically a source node where you can go to the surface, where you can buy stuff, so that is very nice too. Sometimes I actually use the other option. I'm not sure if I can still show you this, where I sacrifice a hash key to get some more shards out of these libraries. So this one is okay. Because you want to go into the market with a little bit more money than what I have. Let's do this driver. Should we do a normal one or should I get the shards? Let's get a normal driver. Let's see what we're gonna get. The 2 red again. At the start of each combat, gain 2 feral. Code slash. I'm actually gonna get rid of my code slash cards. Oh, at the start of your turn, if you're at max Vim, gain 1 clock, 1 more action. Very nice. We'll do that one because we usually sit around that max Vim. You can open this gate. Not much. Oh, this is a remove a card one. That's very nice. Yeah, let's do that then. So I can get rid of one of my weak code slash cards. He's gonna do 40 damage. Thank God we have this one available. Do we want to kill this one at some point? Yeah. He's gonna restore. We actually don't get a single damage card. Let's use the ping you protocol and make our way up the Vim here. Kind of surprising, not a single damage card, but it's fine. It's fine. Gonna do 40 damage. Can cover that right here. So keep in mind, we're doing a little bit of damage from the grid, and at full Vim, we're gonna do damage because of the penguin. Let's do this. So we're working our way up here. He's not gonna do damage. So I can do this. The grid will take care of that last point, actually. And now we're almost at max Vim. Fuck guys. He's gonna do 40 damage. We're just building up grid. This is free. Deal 32 damage. We might actually kill him here, right? This is 21 damage. Yeah, we're kind of done. Jesus. Oh, we also got damage from every card that we play. So yeah, that goes pretty fast then. Alrighty. Obtain a card, remove a card. It's okay. So this gives me a chance to actually talk about Mem Saber. It deals 40 damage, but the moment you get 12 Vim, it also inflicts 2 debilitated and 2 exposed. Now look at this. It doesn't say on hit, and that is a great part about this. So even if a boss has a huge barrier shield that you can't get through, it will still inflict 2 debilitated and 2 exposed. It's really one of the most powerful attack cards in the game for me. So we're gonna pick that one. The other ones, this one I never use. This one is handy if you have a feral setup, follow that kind of strategy. But yeah, now we can remove. We're gonna take one of these code slashes away. We actually literally replace the code slash with a way better damage card. Where are we at? Okay, do we want to do another driver? Yeah, why not? Okay, so she's tricky because you don't see what she does until this one is destroyed. We don't have the damage, unfortunately we don't. She has several abilities. She can do barrier, it's just plain defensive, or she can do single damage, or she can do damage for her and the cloak. And that can actually really ramp up, especially level 3. She does massive damage if the cloak is alive and she chooses that option. But we don't know, so this is kind of like, okay. So I will kind of play a little bit of defensive earlier. Gonna see what she does. She does 40 damage. Now, because of the grid, we do a little bit of damage here, and the Mem Saber would be enough if I get him, but I don't get that card. Okay, that's this one. So again, we don't see what it is, but now I really want to get rid of this thing. She was gonna get 40 barrier, okay. Well, it doesn't matter what we pick. Again, you still want to pick something because you want to keep building on that Vim. She's gonna reactivate the cloak, 16 damage. We'll just cover that damage and get Pingu going because we're almost at max Vim already. And this is all the also kind of the trade-off, right? Because you're playing at max Vim, you do more damage, you get more abilities available here. See, Mem Saber is also now has those 2 options, those 2 characteristics available, and it kind of is that trade-off. Whether you want to use commands or you want to stay at max Vim, and I usually stay at max Vim. Okay, 40 damage. This is fine. So I can do damage to her, but the grid is not going to blow this up. I thought it was going to blow it up, but I don't have enough grid. So let's... Oh, because of the Pingu. My cards actually just... I keep forgetting about that. Well, that worked out well, didn't it? Alright. She's going to do 40 damage. Let's just get that grid going. It goes really fast with that Pingu. At least at the lower levels. Alright, do we want to get a normal driver? Oh, that's not a driver. Forgot about that. We had it. Didn't we have a driver somewhere else that was still available? No. So I can get the hash keys. I'm gonna do that. And then I'm going to use these hash keys and we're going to do a boosted rarity card for a change. So far I can't complain. I have a good driver, I have a good card, so let's see. At the start of your turn, generate 3 Vim. So that's each turn, not the start of the combat. This is also very powerful though. But we are really Vim based, Vim grid. I'm not sure if that's really a term here. The faster we can go to max Vim, the better it is with Pingu going there. But yeah, like I said, so far I can't complain. It's a pretty decent setup. This penalizes us for the door. We can pull the same stun here if I want to, but the door is closed. I can't get them. Let me close that door. Do we want to go to the market? Eventually we will. Yeah, that's penalized now, isn't it? So that goes pretty fast. Where's this door going? Let me see. Whoa, okay. Oh, an upgrade and a remove, and it's combat. Let's get another boosted rarity one. Here it is again. Every time you use a command, deal 18 damage. Well, that's the whole thing. We are trying to avoid using commands. This is very nice. It's 100 damage. Costs 3 turns. Yeah, I probably will go for this one though. Gain 60 barrier, and every time you use a command this turn, gain 30. So I can always use a command if I really... in emergency cases. So I will do this one, because it's still 60 barrier. It's still nice. Okay. Do we want to upgrade a card, or do we want to remove? Let's remove a card first. Oh, here we go again. Let's get some defense going. There's not much I can do here, really. We're taking our first damage there, guys. I do want to use that one, though. There's a chance she does the double attack. No. Okay, lucky us. So we're going to get 3 Vim. It goes automatically to 10 right now. 1 guys again. This will destroy the cloak. She actually had that already in the pipeline, that attack. So she deals 46 damage, and if the cloak is online, an additional 36. So, that is very nice. Should I make an exception and... It's gonna be 6 damage, but... We would sacrifice quite some of them. Nah, I'm gonna leave it be. A little bit of damage is fine. Okay. We don't get a grid card. That's kind of the problem if you expand on your deck. You know, the chance of you getting that card that you want is, of course, getting smaller. What's this? We also don't have Pingu going, by the way, so we don't do any passive damage. We don't do any damage from grid right now, and we don't have Pingu. We do Ping. Well, she's gonna do 18 damage again. Wait, hold on. We can use this one. And we got an extra turn action because of the Thunder Driver. We got max Vim. 13 damage. Yeah, it doesn't matter much though. It's not substantial. And 20 damage will be enough right now. And this allows us to remove a card again. Brilliant. Let's first see what card we are gonna get. Ah, very nice. Grid card. I don't use commands, so this option is not gonna be really relevant to me. This is very nice to have actually, but yeah, I go for the grid. Always grid. So that means that we have 2 grid cards in our deck. Then we can upgrade here. That is kind of interesting now, because I might actually upgrade one of the grid cards. 40 barrier, that means that we immediately put down a protocol card. And let's get some grid going. So he's going to do a single attack. The sound got stuck, so I'm not sure what happened. 28 damage. I can actually put this down and Pingu. Okay. This is a smaller grid card. He's gonna do, what is it, 76? We can use this one and this one. Almost at max Vim. We actually get 3 right now, don't we? There we go, max Vim. He's gonna do 40 barrier, so we can do a lot of damage now. Oh, that was almost enough. Okay. Grid did the job. Obtain a card, upgrade a card. Mam daggers are very interesting. Doesn't cost any actions. Get an extra card if you have 12 Vim. Deals a little bit of damage, but keep in mind it doesn't cost any actions. But then again, also keep in mind that this might be one of the 4, 5, 6 cards that is given to you, and you wish at that moment that maybe you had a different card instead of Mem Dagger. This is not too bad. You can upgrade this to 30/30, but it kind of stops right there, I think. Gain 30 barrier and draw 1 card. This is pretty decent, to be honest. So we want to upgrade, and we're going to go upgrade. Street Resolve will go to 70 and 6 grit, or we can go to 45 and 3 grit. I'll do this one. Can extract. And we're gonna get a simple card. We're on level 3. They advise to be at least level 6 when you take on the bosses. I don't think that's necessary, but... Moonlight, we don't do Feral. Increase the Vim generated by this by 1 for the remainder of combat. Yeah, but so this card keeps rotating through your deck. It's very, very annoying. Deals 20 damage, and if you discard a 1 random card, I don't... Nah. See, I would prefer not to have any of these cards in my deck. So I skip. Driver... Is this another market? We can go to the market. Oh, this is combat. Let's go to the market. See what we can get. Oh, a purple driver. At the start of each combat, gain 2 cash. That basically means that for the first 2 turns, you gain an extra card. Very handy. Every time you play 3 defensive cards in a single turn, gain 1 clock. Very, very nice. Not gonna lie. This is the one that builds up quite a tremendous amount of Feral, by the way, this card. Every time you play a generator card, you generate 1 Vim, so 1 extra Vim. Again, not bad at all. This is really nice. I'm gonna take that one. Because this is the problem that you run into, especially when you play at expert level and you get to alarm level 7 or 8, I would say that's where it really starts. When you start boss fights, there is a chance you don't get your cards. And there's a chance that that boss will do a tremendous amount of damage right off the bat. And then you're kind of like, because there's no way to avoid it. In some cases, it can end up very painful, because I don't think you can keep running around in a game no matter what your gear is. At some point, I think the game will, if you don't go for the boss at level 10, alarm level 9 out of 10, or something like that, then you will just lose health all over the place. This is kind of interesting. Okay, so we have 246 left. I would like a knife. This one is cheaper than that one. Don't ask me why, I don't know. Why is that? Okay, I'll take this one. And that's it then. Because this is to combat, and yeah, maybe I should... At least we don't get double penalized. Okay, so we have now our new Codex driver. So we get C2 cashed. So deals 40 damage, nice. 60 damage, nice. What can I do here? We're just gonna build up grit then, right? Oh, I'll use yellow. So it's 40 plus 16 is 56. Now, yeah, well. So we're covered. $40 and $40. We have this. Always fun, guys. Keep forgetting. I wish I could do some damage, but we have to be patient, I guess. We'll just cover all that damage. We do a little bit of damage because of the grid. Very nice. Really helps to have 2 grid cards. The chances of getting a grid card is a lot higher then. Here's the other one again. 20 damage. He's not going to do any damage, so we don't need to use this one. I can use a 50 here and get Pingu going. Yeah, let's do that. So if you're on max Vim, you always play like 4 or 5 cards every turn. That's quite some damage you're putting out. I love that. I love the fun, guys. It's also really nice artwork. 40 damage, 44 damage, that's 88. We can use this one here, that's 48. Plus 48. And then we can use the protocol cards. And we're almost there. We get 3 every turn, so we're going to be at 19. Maximum is 20. 40 damage, 40 damage. I could actually use this because my Pingu card is active. I'm gonna do 40 damage. Just use this one here. Right now it all falls nicely into place, but as these levels go up, because this is already a level 2, sometimes you're just, out of luck in the beginning. You're gonna take damage. He's not gonna do any damage here, so I draw 1 card with this one. Very nice. I think the grid is probably enough, isn't it? No, the grid is only... Oh, the Pingu card actually took it further down. The grid is enough now. Oh, got a free icebreaker there. Yeah, tough. I don't want to do a normal driver. There's always, even when you pick the normal option, there's a chance that you get a good driver. The Thunder driver we got from a normal, really, really nice. 40 damage. We can cover that right away. We'll take this one first. $40 damage. It's not much. I don't have a... Yeah, I'll have to use that. This is free actually now. The grid. I almost had enough of this, but I don't. And if you don't know what to do, always build up grid. Okay, 48 damage. This is free. 41, we need another one. The grid will take care of that one. So now he was stunned. 40 damage. Just build up grid. Oh, we have double turn now. Now it goes really fast. I meant basically we have an extra action. So we have 4, so I can do 2 times 2. Always nice. He's gonna do 34 damage. Look at how much the grid is already affecting this card here. Whoa. But guys, we don't have a red card, but we have the grid. I can actually click this. The grid will finish him off. Perfect. Okay, so we have 3. We can go for a boosted rarity driver. Another purple. Oh, protocol cards cost 1 less clock. That is very nice. At the start of your turn, generate 10 Vim. At the end of your turn, lose all Vim. This is probably the worst thing in the game, to be honest. You don't want to lose all Vim. You don't lose just a temporary Vim. You lose all Vim. It's horrible. Feral does not decay anymore. This is very interesting, but yeah, nothing is going to beat this one right now. We're going to go for the protocol. Right. Remove card, upgrade card. This is very nice. Should I do anything with this? No. It's a lot of combat. A lot of combat here in the zone. But this Watcher is not penalized against for the combat. So 16 damage, 40 damage. So we can actually... This card is now totally free. Hilarious. Let's get some grid going, guys. I would like another damage card. Good red damage card. Get a fun guys again. 40 damage, 40 damage. We don't have a defensive card this turn. That is painful. I can, let's see, we are at 7 real Vim plus 3 fake. These effects for 10 Vim has to be real Vim. The temporary Vim does not affect this, it only affects the cards. So right now we have 10 Vim, so we can do this, but it's not real 10 Vim, so we cannot do this option here. If I use this one, then this option becomes available. He will be killed off, but I would like this one here. And I don't have that. I don't have the Vim for this guy. I don't have the. I won't have the clock. The grid will not kill him either. So we're gonna take quite some damage. We're gonna take 40 damage here. Well, I can try this. See, this is my repo. These are the cards that are going to be available. There's actually 5 defensive cards. So I'm going to do that. It gives me 23 barrier and I can do a little bit of damage. These are slightly covered there. I hate sacrificing Vim. I don't think I need to explain that. All defensive cards this time. So this. This one is doing damage here. Now I'm just gonna defend. We haven't had to really use any heals yet. As far as I know, there's no healing cards in the game, so you constantly have to use that node, a module. 44 damage. This is free. This gives us an extra card. Yeah, I want to like some grid cards, guys. And every time we drop a card, Pingu helps out. And this is actually enough, because this is going to be 21 damage. You gotta love Pingu. Alright. Let's upgrade. Obtain a card and upgrade. Very nice man beacon. Costs 2 clock, 2 actions, but you gain them back right away. And at max Vim, you get an extra clock and 2 cards. You can actually upgrade this one. I think we're rather upgrade, aren't we? Because I would use this. I would upgrade this one right away. Are we at upgrader? Yeah, okay. And then at max Vim, it changes to 12 Vim. Very, very nice. It's one of my favorite cards, I would say. Oh. All right, so we have a we have a guy here. So I can go to the remove a card machine. Stun the ice with 80. We don't have that. So we're just gonna build up grid. $40 damage. He's not doing anything. No, it doesn't matter much. $24 damage. Who's that one? That one. So we got our protocol cards active. There is a protocol card that gives you grid every single turn. It hardly ever drops on me. Would be very nice, but oh, it's gonna do 48 damage. But if I do the Mem Saber, you'll see that that actually goes down. So that's 34. So we're covered. That's for 2 turns. Brilliant. Okay, 28 damage. Oh, there's a man beacon. So we have 5 turns now. Get some grid going. This is free. And keep in mind that Pingu is active right now, so Pingu is going to do, what is it, 8 damage per card? 10 damage to all targets. Okay. Because I think it's debilitated maybe or something. Either way. Just keep on going, right? He was stunned, by the way. He's going to do 40 damage. Cover that. There's a map saver again. And we're done. Still easy. There's only one level 1 and level 2 bosses right now, but we're almost at level 3. There's no way for me to avoid this, is there? Nah, we're gonna go do this one. That will take us to level 3. Oh, look at all the yellows. Oh. 16 damage, we can cover that. And then we can do 40 damage here. Oh wait, he's also gonna do 40 damage here. Well, there's nothing I can do about it either way. So we're going to take a little bit of damage. I think 16, I think. Alright. 40 damage. 40 damage is 80. That's 45. I'm going to use this one, because that will remove this card from my deck. And then we can do some damage here, and the grid will finish this one off. He's not going to do any damage, but let's get Pingu going. Let's get this going. Let's get this going. There's also a card, I think it's called the Overflow. I forgot what it's called, the Overflow, I think. That does damage at max fin for every single yellow dot that you have. I think it's like 5 damage per dot. Who knows, maybe we'll run into it. 40 damage here. Oh, here we go again, Man Beacon. Gives us more cards. We have 5 clock now. This. 60 damage here. Yeah, this should be enough then. There's not a lot of grit. We kind of have to... Hopefully we'll get that card. That would be awesome. But I don't know. It's a protocol card that gives you that crit per turn. Alright, so we're now level 4. We're gonna, I think, deal with the more difficult bosses. Ooh, it is a protocol card. This is very nice, actually. That's a fragmented one. No, we're gonna take this one. It will only cost 1 for us, by the way. Remove. Take the Goat Slash out. Alright, so now we have to really figure out what we want to do. We probably want to go here, loot this. Get some hash keys. Takes a hash key to open this door. Let's first attack here. No, let's first open the door. And this is a watcher that penalizes us. Very painful. Let's do a rarity card. Or boosted rarity one. You can see that from the normal ones. You can also get protocol cards and any card. Every time you use a command, generate 2 Vim. Doesn't sound good. But you have to keep in mind when you use that lower command that costs 5 Vim, you will already get 2 back, plus 3 from the turn. This is not bad, but it's another card in the deck, another epic you have to activate. Gain overclocked. It starts your turn with an extra clock. Each point represents the duration and number of rounds. Stuff. This is not bad actually, but I'll take it. I'm not super excited about it, as you can tell, but let's see. Because where's the boss again? Here. So we're gonna go this direction anyway. So there's no door here, so we can probably go here with a hash key. Let's get this done. Then we'll loot this one for the hash keys. This peripheral blows up, does 80 damage to all. And he's actually doing damage to that one. So you can kind of see where this is going. 28 damage here, plus 40 is 68. This is only 50. So, well, in the beginning we can't do much. So you kind of want to make sure that you have some barrier going here before this blows up, of course. Okay, they're the fun guys again. 46. That's not much, that's not much. Will allow me to do this one. Oh, 46, was that all? Yeah, okay. So I can use that one too. This one has 2 dots, see that? So it's better to use than this one. Like that. Yeah, okay, okay. Goes pretty fast though, especially with the grid. It's another one of those things, right? Keep in mind you have grid and you have Pingu active at the moment. We don't have Pingu active just yet. But he only has 27 damage. I'm doing 6 damage already, so can we kill this one? No, I don't have enough. Well, I kinda can. Ooh, deals 52 to all. Ooh, I didn't see that. Ooh, that was bad. That was not good. That was not good at all. Almost used this one and would have blown these two up. I don't have Pingu active right now, so I'm aware of that because otherwise this one blow up in my face right now. So we're gonna do 15 damage. Next turn this is gonna blow up, either way. So I might use this to make sure that we have enough barrier to get all the damage. He's gonna do 50, this is gonna blow up, so that's 130 damage. With 48 here, this one gives us also 40. I can use this one and use a command, that's kind of hilarious. Well, we have 168. It's gonna blow this up, so he's gonna take damage. Well, he has a barrier too. Oh, I keep forgetting. I played 3 defensive cards, so I get 1 free action. And now we're gonna use Pingu. And he immediately starts doing damage, by the way, the moment you drop that card down, because we were out next to him. So he did 8 damage right off the bat. Here we go. We're covered. Man Beacon, awesome. Love fun guys. 52 damage. Oh, perfect. I'm actually gonna build this up. I mean, right now it's just this, basically this. We should be able to get through this scot-free now. Well, there's this. Almost done. Alrighty. I would like another damage card though. Final boss would be nice. Another damage card or the grid card, so. We're gonna loot this. I can use the hash keys. There's a thing here though, there's not a healer here, so I can actually use this to get... Yeah, that's 200. So. It goes very fast as you progress in the game. A lot of stuff, trace goes up a lot faster. So, use this... Oh, I have to go. And it costs more too, but hold on. We're gonna use this to... which one is that? Is that this guy? Oh, that's annoying. Yeah. Okay. Still costs 1. And we're gonna do a boosted rarity card. Every time you use a command, deal 18 damage. 60 barrier. It's a lot of defense though. It's a lot of defense. Every time you use a command, deal 18 damage to all targets. It costs only 1 for us. It gives me 2 yellows and... I mean, it's nice to have that as an option. The problem is that I don't remember those things. I don't remember to use it. 60 barrier. Every time you use a command this turn... This costs only... I'm gonna take this one. Combat here. And of course this is a combat one, isn't it? Oh, there's another yellow one. Might as well do this one. Let's go. Let's open this first. So we need to go through this door. This is a driver. It's a combat one, of course. Let's go to the market. Whoa, not that one. Hopefully some good cards. I see some yellow or some red ones. Deal 40 damage if you use... there's that one again. I don't care about that one. If you have at least 80 barrier, gain 2 grit. Okay, this is brilliant. Because we usually will go straight over the 80 barrier. And this means that before the boss attack. So the moment you are done with your turn, you have over 80, you have some more grit. It's brilliant. We have this one already. It does not stack as far as I can tell. Every 10 attack cards you play, you gain 2 feral. This looks at the whole combat, by the way, so it does not per turn, of course. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I can re-roll this one in here. I don't want to do that though. It's not worth it. I'll take one of these. I should be okay with the boss with the grid cards there. 103. Let's get another one. Is that going to put us at level 5 already? Yeah, we don't go in that direction anymore. So I might go for the driver here though. We don't need to go here. Let's get a boosted card. Oh. Oh. That's a nice damage card. Yeah, because the feral is really nice at the start of your turn. This is similar to the grid card that assists as well. Because at the start of your turn, gain 3 feral. You lose 1 every turn, but you're gonna build this up. And it's... Ah, man, it's tough, because this is a nice damage card. 90 damage at max. But this will, if you can drop this card, it will build up every turn. Ah, man. It costs only... I'm gonna... This has a 4 dots and it will get us to the maximum real fast. 90 damage. I'm gonna do this one. Kill this sentinel here, and then we have 3 for an upgraded driver, hopefully. Alright, so he does the barrier first. Sure, well, I can use it. So I just have to remember that in case of emergencies, I can click this and it does 18 damage, for example. Oh, 3. 32 damage. Hold on. Which one? Hold on. Generate 2 Vim. Okay, never mind. I got the wrong. At the start of your turn, generate 3 Vim. If you use the command, you generate 2 Vim. And now I can use this and it will do damage. He's gonna do damage as well, so I have to be kind of careful. We'll just drop this. We already have 4 cards going. Yeah, this driver is just pretty sick. The protocol, proto driver. That's a lot of damage. That's 104, right? I can draw 1 card. I don't know. Well, that's it. No, that's not what I wanted. I can get 40 here. This would be 104, right? 106 because of the grid effect. Forgot about that. Oh, and because of 3 blue cards, I get a free one. Gosh, I really need to. Well, just use this one. Man, I keep forgetting all these options. He did damage though. Was I? No, I wasn't exposed, was I? So I'm not sure why he did damage, but okay, this one is. I must have miscalculated again. 40 damage there. The grid will kill him off. Oh, hi. Let's get this one away. Okay. Gonna do 32 damage. Let's get some grid going. Okay, am I doing something wrong? This is 104, isn't it? Okay. Well, it really doesn't matter much, I don't think. Kind of strange. I have to watch my recording. I must have missed something. Oh, door. Always open the door. Oh, we'll remove one and... Oh, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Let's see what we can get for a driver. Green. You can use minor commands 2 times per turn. Very interesting. Because that will mean that we can use that command and we would do 18 damage per command each time, right? Barrel does not decay anymore at the end of each round. It's really funny. This one is really nice though, but no, this is horrible. I'm gonna do that one. He keeps bombarding me with feral stuff. So, yeah. Oh, is that a combat guy again? Goes really fast, right? Goes pretty fast with the trace level away. Alright, 60 damage. It's 40, 40. Okay, 104. Oh wow, we don't have anything. Do this. I can draw 1 card. Yeah, that's not gonna do much. Look at how much blue we have. If I draw 1 card, I'm gonna get the red one, am I not? Let's try this. Okay, well, I get the purple one. Yeah, that's not great. There's gonna be some substantial damage here. Okay, hopefully that was the only one. 40, 40, 40. It's 120. It's only 20, so we're gonna have to do that. Oh, if I use this one, I get this one free, right? Okay. 40. But now we're exposed. This is the tricky part. See, we took damage because we're exposed because of his attack. And that means that the peripherals actually did damage to us. It can be very, very sneaky that way. 24, they're gonna do integrity. Okay, so I can use this command. Can get Pingu going. We have 2 left. Alright, there we go. Also keep in mind, the moment we go over 80, we get grit. So the grit number is already very nice. Yeah, you can heal them all you want, it's not gonna help. Oh. Wow. Goes fast. But we did take damage. There's a healer here. Healing note here. Okay, let's see what we're gonna get. Now this is of course very interesting because we don't lose feral anymore. Remove, code slash. I can take 2 here. This actually opens when we use all the nodes, doesn't it? So I can actually heal and then make my way over to the boss. Right? Using all nodes, which we're gonna do right now. Oh, okay. Oh, how nice. Yeah, we're gonna take the crit. I hardly ever get this card, so this is brilliant. It only costs us 1, and yeah, it should be a cakewalk now. The boss. All right, this should open up, right? Okay, I was about to say. I'm gonna heal here. We're actually level 6. Perfect. Everybody happy. Let's double check here. In case we can get some stuff. There's a free card. There's upgrader. Oh. We have to do it. I'm gonna get a free card here. It won't trigger any more alarm levels here anyways. We're kind of done. Oh. Yeah, do I want 2 of these in the... Nah, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want 2 of those. I want to make sure I have my defensive cards available. Stun. Okay, 424 damage. Alright. Okay, do a little bit of damage. Hopefully it stays that way. I want to take more damage. Yeah, he's upgrading his routines. Very interesting. 48 damage. Just drop this one here. This one is free. We do 40 damage here. Interesting. Every time you use a command, well, I'm gonna use that. Now, actually, I should make sure that I always go over 80. Like I said, I have all these options, and yeah. Oh, no, yeah, man beacon. There's that parade thing. Now, it costs a turn, you don't get the turn back, so we'll have to wait and see. He's gonna do 32 damage, it's nothing. I'm gonna use this. This one is free. So that puts us over 80. This one is very nice. We have 2 left. I want to do this one. This is 36 damage actually. Do we have Pingu active? No, I don't, because otherwise if I pull this card down, it would actually do 8 damage, and this grid would kill this off, but we don't have that option available. Now if I drop Pingu, it will immediately drop the 8 off, so this one will get killed. Yeah, this is fine. Oh, we got an extra one. Forgot again, guys. Alright. I don't need that one anymore, I don't think. This is 99 damage. It's 66 damage, isn't it? Calculated that right. Okay, brilliant. Another dagger. And a door. Technical and upgrade. At the start of your turn, if you are max Vim, gain 1 clock. Well, this is... it's a no-brainer, that one. So now we can upgrade. We have some interesting cards, though. What does this upgrade? 3 grit and 3 feral. Okay. No. Should we do some grit? Yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna do this. Alrighty. Yeah, there's no point for us. Well, we can check out the market. Let's first do this. We're gonna make our way over. Oh, she can be tricky. She's level 3 now. Okay, let some defense go in. 64 damage right off the bat. So if she combines it with this one, she probably will hit for a 140. Wow. Okay, she does barrier, thank God. 55. If you're at max Vim, yeah, that is not max. Grid is going to be 27 damage. We don't have any other grid here. I can only do 40 barrier. So the grid is 27. This is 20. I might actually draw cards. What are my options I'm gonna get? Mam Saber. Okay. We still have that weak card. This is free. Very nice. That puts us on 102. So if I do the damage now, the grid will kill it off. Perfect. Let's use some free one. Okay. She had the double attack. Good thing I did that. Okay, 64 barrier. Yeah, hold on a moment. It's not really important here. Mandeacon. Fun guys. 52 damage. 117. We have... Yeah, let's see how this attack stuff. So now she's at 40. Grid is 36. Including this one will be enough. Alright, brilliant. Get a cheap driver. You never know. You never know. Oh, we're actually gonna get another level, guys. That's fine. Oh, blue one. At the start of each combat, gain 2 grids. You start with 2. Interesting. That's a purple one. Restore 15 integrity. Well, we only have 1 combat left. Every 10 attack cards you play, you gain 2 feral. We want to have that 2 grid. It's per combat, so it's not per turn. I don't even think I make 10 attack cards. I mean, I don't know. Let's go here. Whoa. We don't have much, but you never know. Yellow. Start of your turn, generate 2 Vim. We have the one with... Don't we have the one with 3 Vim? No, that's all. Nope. I can try to reroll these. Reroll the 2 drivers. Every time you play a generator card, generate 1. Ooh, purple one. Hold on. Start of each comp. Okay. I'm gonna take this one. Is there anything else is worth getting here? At the start of each combat, what's the point? Unless you're still going through the maze, like on the expert level, this comes in very, very handy, but in this case, I'll take it. I think we might start the boss fight then. Wow. Alrighty. Level 7. Hope that door connects. Don't have to go all the way back to all these doors, guys. Oh man, I locked the door up. Well, should be fine. That's a hash key. It's a removal. Burial, he does 70 damage. I would say normally that's not an issue, but in this case it is. I didn't think we were going to do any battles, but 65 damage. Just going to go for it. Nope, we're not at 12 Vim yet. Now we are. 70 damage. We'll just keep it down, putting down grid. I can't hit him because he's immune, remember? Generator. Thank you. I could have hit him with this one first and then with the other one. Let's use this. And again, I should use really that 3 defensive cards will give you 1 free clock. 15 more often. Like now. Do we want to do 40? Yeah, that's... We have already 23 grids, so that is going to be a lot of damage. 70 damage. This is free. There's this one. So we're over 80 again. This is free. You see the amount of damage it starts doing. Gonna do 65. That'll be 164. Okay. And this builds up. That puts us at 147. Because the grid has such an impact right now. Yeah, I wish all battles went like this, but they don't. And another icebreaker. Okay. Let's obtain a remove. No. Do I want to remove the low barrier one? Yep. Oh, it almost looks like the door was here. See, it's kind of opening it, but it's not a door. Okay. Got the hash key to go over here, so... Every time we play an attack card... No, I don't want that. Nope. Unfortunate. This wants us to kill... Sentinels? Oh, that is actually going to put us on a higher level. That is hilarious. Oh, wow. Okay. That's going to put it at level 8. Oh, there she is again. Well, there's not much else I can do. Oh. Good thing I didn't click. So we already have 6 grid. This is 40 to all. I'm going to use that right now. Yeah, I don't know how much damage she's going to do. She could use these 2 attacks. What do we have available? There's a whole bunch of blue, right? Yeah. Let's do it. Won't use this one. Port barrier. If I play this one, is that my 3rd one then? Okay, she does barrier. Fun, guys. Man beacon. Whoa. I can use this. Should I do that? The grid is going to do 21 damage. But do we have Pingu active? We do have Pingu active, so it's going to be... Okay. I should have played this. I didn't have enough clock either way. Alright. Put some damage in. It's free. It goes really fast. What did I do? I thought I dragged this con. Just a card will be fine, right? Pinky will do the rest. Okay. Our last shot at the card. We won't have 6 final. No, that's good. We can upgrade though. 45 barrier. Oh. Yeah, this is really nice actually. It still shows the upgraded numbers, so 30 damage, 1 amp. What does amp mean again? Is that where you get one? No, you get actually 1 Vim point, right? 40 damage. It only costs 1. I'm gonna do that. Let's have 2 clock that costs 1. Alrighty. Yeah, that wants us to kill the sentinel thing. Ah, this is annoying. It will take us right to another level. Here I was thinking, there's no way we're gonna get another level. Okay, 60 damage. And of all the blue cards, we don't have a single one available. Alrighty. Let me think, this gives me 4 dots. So I can draw 1 card. I should probably try this. Which is horrible. Okay, so we're gonna do 60 damage. Damage. Yeah, we want to get over the 80 again. There we go. This is free. Draw 1 extra card. Should have used this one again because it would be my 3rd defensive card. I keep forgetting about that. It's very annoying. Body damage. Yeah, that's not good. Oh, 1 health. That will stun the ice because he's going to be killed because, well, we're actually going to drop cards, so Pingu is going to kill him. So he's stunned. Damage. Okay, also this is kind of done deal. Alright, the door is opening now, and we can heal right there. Yeah, that doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, so I can heal here. Alright. So the boss has 3 peripherals. He's invulnerable until one of them dies. The moment one of them dies, all of them could disappear until he resummons them. You can see that they are doing damage right now. He's reducing the final verdict countdown so that it's 12 turns. Then he will do massive, massive, massive damage. So right now the goal is to get one of these peripherals down and try to take as little damage as possible. And it should be pretty easy, to be honest. So they do 120 damage. So we're gonna take 10 damage right now, I think. Let's have a look. This guy is actually helping him take that down. This is probably going to go to 9 now, is it? Oh, did it start at 12? I don't remember. Fun guys. Always happy to be around. 48 damage, 96 damage. Drop this one, and it is 81. It will give us 2 grit, but it's not much more. We're gonna do the cunning protocol, so we'll actually build up grit. And yeah, we're in good shape right now. You can see the damage is already being applied here. They're all doing barrier, then nobody is doing damage. We are debilitated, so our damage is really low, so might as well skip that. Let's make sure we go over the 80 again. I do a protocol card. I should have used this one, and then the protocol card. Okay, 72 is 120 damage. We only have this one, but 133, we're good. We still debilitated, so yeah, it kind of sucks. Alright. They had barriers, so that's why we didn't do much damage. $48. And every time we drop a card, we do damage, and we have 400 barrier. We should be fine. You can see now the damage it starts doing. It's 75 per turn right now. So these are will be gone. He becomes vulnerable. There's no reason to use this one right now. I don't see the point. This one will come back, so... Well, hold on. If I use this one, it will do 40 damage to both, plus the fact that I drop a card. So this one will die, making him vulnerable, and I can use him then, right? There we go. Alright. He's gonna do 0 damage. This is incorrect. It's probably gonna be at least 150 or something, give or take. We have 6 actions available. So he might actually die. Yeah, we have a 42 grit, so he's gonna take 120, he's gonna die. He didn't even get his final verdict off. Alright, so we completed the beginner run. There's also an expert run. Just drop me a comment if you guys want to watch that. It's not as easy as the beginner run, and it's also not a short thing. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I think this is a really great game. Like I said, it will be released early access mode in the 4th quarter of this year. So like I said, it's going to be a couple of weeks or maybe a month or something. But the developers are very responsive and very active, and it looks really, really very promising. They're going to add campaigns and character developments and more bosses and things like that. So yeah, I'm very excited about this game, and it's a deck building game. So who would have thunk? Alright guys, thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.